devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and asked.
It's week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Colts' sure-handed wide receiver. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Colts and the Chiefs, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
On first down, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. He'll get it inside the 20, and they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now Mahomes. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Wrist taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Throwing to start the drive. Reyes. That's complete. Mike Strong with it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On second down, this is Jackson. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Colts at 13-3 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play. Not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Reyes looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This defense for the Chiefs, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Strong. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Come on.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Operating from the gun, Reyes got his man complete over the middle. That's James, and he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First and 10, Taylor now. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On the give, here comes Jackson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. On the game for this one, sets up a big play here. 38.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up balls and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Jackson will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. They almost look too easy. I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs ready to go again. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Personal foul. Defense.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here we go. Check.
Throwing to start the drive. Reyes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Back to the air on 2nd down. Reyes. This pass caught. It's Woods. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On 1st and 10, Reyes. He finds his man, complete. It's Rose.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Reyes rolling to his right. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Back to throw again. This is caught. It's Woods. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 18 Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we come to halftime here with a visiting. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's got room. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
At halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half, but there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some room to run now. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Roughing the kicker. Ethan.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Reyes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
These back-to-back throws defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Reyes. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. They'll look to throw again. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season's. We're back now in KC. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reyes over the middle, complete. It's James. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Reyes. As this complete to Woods. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a give, it's Jackson, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. Gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's not a man to just make that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now Jackson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. A 10-play drive that time. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive to last into double-digit snaps. You need to score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. A big play there for KC. 55 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And again, it's Mahomes. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And put an extra point up and through. And now things get a little more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get with just under 90 seconds remaining. Third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. waiting from the gun. Reyes. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on the punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 28-21, 80 seconds remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Mahomes. Open net. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. They run on first down with Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Indianapolis, they finish things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it could be a potentially devastating loss as they finish with a mark of 9-8. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card.
the boys and girls, I got some true stories to tell.